This is lesson 12.10, Go Math, page 525. Okay, yesterday we talked about halves, which are two equal parts that make a whole. Today we're going to talk about fourths. And fourths have the word four in it because it has four equal parts that make one whole. Okay? So we're going to think about our halves to help us solve the problem that two friends will share a pizza. So if two friends are going to share a pizza, they have to have equal shares. It's not fair if one gets a bigger slice than the other. So if we're going to share this pizza, we could just draw it straight down the middle so that each friend would have an equal part. Okay? So let's do that. So it goes close to the middle as you can. And then this is one part and this is one part. So we have two equal shares. So those are halves. But then two more friends come, and now we have four friends that want to share the pizza. We want each friend to get an equal part. So if we have two equal parts, now we need four equal parts. So if I draw my line up here, that would not be equal because I'd have two small parts and two big parts. Okay, so I want to draw it, if I think about drawing it right in the middle, then each person could get an equal part. So we're going to go the opposite way this time, like a big plus sign. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. So 4 equal shares. Okay, so how many equal shares are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to write a 4 here. 4 equal parts or shares. All right, so we're going to be thinking about 4 equal parts today. So on page 526, we can see that this whole square has been divided into 4 equal parts, just like our pizza was. So each one of these parts is called a fourth. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 fourths, or sometimes you can call those a quarter. Okay, because think about a quarter as a coin, 25 cents, and 4 quarters is $1, one whole dollar. So one part of a fourth can also be called a quarter. So we have 4 quarters, or 4 fourths, or 4 parts, or you could say 4 equal shares. When you put all those 4 together, it makes one whole square. Okay, so on this page, we're going to color a fourth of the shape. So color a fourth of the shape. A fourth means one of the 4 equal parts. If it's not 4 equal parts, it's not a fourth. Okay, so one of the 4 equal parts is a fourth. Okay, so just color one of them. So again, here's a circle with 4 equal parts. Color a fourth. 1. Okay, it doesn't matter which one you color. Just color one of the 4 equal parts. That is a fourth. Okay? Now at the bottom, we're going to color a quarter of the shape. Okay? Remember, a quarter means the same as a fourth. It means one of the 4 equal parts. So it doesn't matter which one you color. You just pick color 1 quarter, or one of the 4 equal parts. And then do 1 quarter here and 1 quarter there. Okay? So one of the 4 equal parts can be called a fourth or a quarter. Okay, so let's look at page 527. This time we're going to circle the shapes that show fourths. Okay, so here's what you need to remember. Fourths have to be 4 parts. So if it's divided in 3 parts, it's not fourth. If it's 5 parts, it's not fourths. And each of those parts have to be equal, the same size. If they are not, then it's not fourths, and we cannot circle it. So let's look at this rectangle. Let's count the parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it has 4 parts. So that word fourths, 4 parts. Are all of them the same size? Are they all equal? Yes, so that makes fourths, so we can circle it. Okay, look at the circle. Count the parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Are all of them the same size? Yes, they are. Okay, look at this rectangle. How many parts do we have? 1, 2. That is not fourths, so we cannot circle that. Look at this circle. How many parts? 1, 2. That's not fourths. We cannot circle that. How about this rectangle? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it has the 4 parts. Are they all the same size? Is this fair shares? Yes. Circle it. Okay, and then I want you to look at number 12, 13, 14, 15. Circle the ones that have 4 parts and all of them are the same size. I see 2 that are the same and 2 that are not. Okay, and number 16, we're going to draw 3 different ways to show fourths. Okay, so remember, fourths means 4 equal parts. So one way we could draw it is we could do the lines going down, like that. Okay, one way we could do it is lines going across, right, like this. And then another way, wonder if we could do a diagonal line. So let's look. If we wanted to do lines going down, I could go right down the middle, okay? But that's only 2, and so then I maybe go down the middle again, and down the middle again. Okay, now my lines aren't perfectly straight, so they might look a little uneven, but we're just doing the best we can. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and if my lines were nice and even, that would be fourths. Okay, I could also go this way. I could go right in the middle, go across, go in the middle again of that part, in the middle of the bottom part, and so 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're pretty equal. Then I wonder if I could do a diagonal line. That would be 2 parts. What if I did another from the vertex to the vertex here? Now do I have 4 equal parts? I think I do. Okay. Okay, on page 528, you're going to write halves, fourths, or quarters to name the equal shares. Okay, remember halves means 2 equal parts. Fourths and quarters mean 4 equal parts. Okay, so if these are 2, then you're going to write halves. Write that right there. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So you could either write fourths or quarters. They both are the same, so you pick. All right, number 18, circle the shape that shows quarters. Remember, quarters are 4 equal parts. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4 parts, but are they all equal? Look at this one and this one. Are they the same? No. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I do see 4 equal parts. Is this triangle the same as this triangle? Looks like it. And are these the same as this triangle and this triangle? It looks like it. Those show quarters because they're 4 equal parts. Okay, number 19. Alano has a small pizza. He wants to share the pizza with friends. He cuts the pizza into fourths. Draw the lines to show how he cuts the pizza. Okay, remember fourths mean 4 equal parts. Okay, so if I do it this way, somebody's going to get a rounded part and somebody's going to get a straight part. So that is not going to be it. If I do it this way, let's see. If I make it halves, 2 equal parts, and then do it again, 2 more equal parts, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and everybody's getting the same amount, same size. So how many equal shares did I draw? Well, if it's fourth, I should have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, fourth. How many halves can you show in a circle? Okay, so remember, halves means 2. So how many parts can I do that are 2 parts? So remember, the first thing I did was I drew this line down. So this is what half. And then over here, I have a half. So I can have 2 halves in my circle. Okay? The last part says, tell how you can solve this problem in a different way. Okay, so how could you solve this problem in a different way? I could draw my parts differently. I could draw like a big X this way instead of a plus sign. So I could make an X instead of a plus sign. So I'm just going to write that. Divide parts by drawing an X. So divide parts by drawing X, okay, instead of a plus sign. That could be another way, and that would also be 4 equal parts. All right. Okay, you have on your white pages some more fourths. Remember, fourths mean 4 equal parts. Okay, on your packet in lesson 20 on page 271, we're going to look at equal shares again. So how can you name 2 or 4 equal shares? So remember, if it's 2 equal shares, it's halves. So here's 1 is a half, another half. When we have more than 1, we change that F to the VES to make it halves. So we have 2 equal shares or 2 halves. Okay. Fourths are 4 equal shares and 4 fourths. Okay, and remember, fourths means more than 1. So this is just 1 fourth, so there's no S. This is 1 fourth. This is 1 fourth. But when you count all of them, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 fourths. So you need that S to make it plural, 4 fourths. Okay, look at number 1. Circle the shape that shows equal shares. Write to name the equal shares. So if it's in 2 equal shares, we're going to write halves. If it's in 4 equal shares, we're going to write fourths. You could also write quarters, right? Okay, so this has 2 parts, but are they equal? No. This one has 2 parts, and they are equal. So we're going to circle that. Those are 2 equal parts, so those are halves. So we're just going to write that word, halves. Okay. You can do number 2 on your own. Let's do number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They both have 4 parts, but which one has 4 equal parts? This has a small and a big, so those are not equal. So this is the 4 equal parts, so we call that fourths. So it has the word number 4 in it, and then TH, sticks your tongue out, TH, and S because there's 4 of them, more than 1. Okay, circle which one has 4 equal parts and write fourths. Okay, on the back of this page on 272, you're going to do again the same thing. Circle the shape that shows equal shares, write the name. So is it showing halves or fourths? If you don't remember how to spell it, go back and look on the previous page. So circle the one that has equal parts. Number 9, Riley wants to share his cracker with a friend. Draw to show 2 different ways Riley can cut the cracker into equal shares. And remember, it's Riley and a friend. So that means one friend and himself. So that means we need 2 equal shares. Okay? So one way we could do it is do it from vertex to vertex, the diagonal line. That would be one way. Now you show me another way to show 2 equal shares. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do the checkpoint on page 273 because this is review. So remember, this is a picture graph because each vote is represented with an actual picture. So each picture of a person stands for 1 vote. So how many children chose an orange? So you're going to go look at orange, count, and write. Which fruit was chosen most often? So which one got the most votes? So you're going to put the name of the fruit because it's asking you for fruit. So is it apple have the most, banana, or orange? Okay, so a bar graph, remember, has a bar. Now it's very light, so it's difficult to see, but I can see the dog goes all the way to here, the cat goes to here, and the bird goes to here. So if it helps, you can color that so you can see it a little bit better. So dog all the way to there, okay, cat there, and bird there, okay? So if that helps you see better, then go ahead and do that. That way you can answer the questions correctly. Number 3, which pet did most children choose? So which pet got the most votes? If it says pet, you need to put the name of the pet. Did dog get the most, cat, or bird? Number 4, how many children chose a cat than a bird? Oh, let me read that again. How many more children chose a cat than a bird? Okay, so remember the question, how many more means subtract. So how many chose a cat? I see that is 3. How many more means minus. How many chose a bird? I see that goes to 2. So you're going to solve 3 minus 2 equals, put your answer, your number. You can also tell by, remember, lining them up. Okay, and this one has 1 more than bird. So that's your answer. Okay, and then a tally chart. Remember, tally means a line for each one. And when you get to your 5th line, you're going to do a diagonal. So this says, take a survey, ask 8 classmates which sport is their favorite. Use tally marks to show their answers. So you're just going to ask your family members. So you're going to say, is your favorite sport baseball, football, or soccer? And you're going to put a tally mark for each person that you ask. If you don't have 8, that's okay. Go ahead and just do it as many as you can. So my favorite sport is baseball. So for me, put 1 tally mark by baseball. Okay? So remember when you're doing your tally marks, if 4 people vote for the same sport, you put 4 lines. If another person, a 5th person votes, you put a diagonal line to mean 5. Okay? So let's ask Sienna, what is your favorite sport? Baseball, football, or soccer?
Soccer.
Okay, so put a vote, a tally mark for Sienna for soccer. Now you put your favorite sports, put a tally mark for yourself, ask your mom, your dad, your brothers, your sisters, anybody that you have in your house. And then answer the question, did more children or family members choose baseball or soccer? Okay, so remember, look, this is only asking you about baseball or soccer for this question. Which one got more votes? So you'll have to see when you finish all your tallies. Okay, last review here is circle to answer the question, then write the shape name. Which shape has 4 vertices? Remember, 4 vertices means 4 corners. So let's count the vertices in the triangle. 1, 2, 3. That does not have 4. How about the square? 1, 2, 3, 4. How about the hexagon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So square. So over here you're going to write square. Square. If you don't remember how to spell it, go back and look in your math book and you can see how to spell square. Number 8. Which shape shows fourths? Remember, fourths has to have 4 equal parts. I see a lot that have 4 parts, but only pick the one that shows 4 equal parts. Okay, we're done with math for today, so have a great day.